We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Hi, my name is Peter Boykin, and I'm running for Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina. You can check out my website at peterboykin.com. In the resilient framework of our constitutional republic, the First Amendment emerges as a bedrock principle, essential not only to the broader United States, but to the heart of North Carolina. It is the guiding compass that directs the discourse of our diverse citizenry, a compass that should remain unwavering, irrespective of political affiliations. As a devoted constitutionalist and candidate for the role of Lieutenant Governor, I stand firm in my belief that our rights are inherent and extend universally, transcending the often divisive realm of politics. I commit to being a stalwart advocate for the equality of these rights, ensuring that the principles enshrined in our Constitution are upheld with unwavering integrity. North Carolina, with its storied past and resilient character, deserves a representative who safeguards the essence of our constitutional republic. If granted the privilege of serving, I pledge to amplify the voices that sometimes get lost in the termlet of partisanship, working tirelessly to foster a society where equal justice prevails for every citizen, regardless of their political path. Together, let us fortify the pillars of our constitutional republic, ensuring that the flame of equal rights illuminates the path for all. With that said, let's talk about the discrepancies in protests, examining the legal treatment across political spectrum. The aftermath of the Capitol riot, January 6, J6, saw Troy Smocks, a Texas man, becoming the second individual sentenced among the 15 defendants linked to the January 6 attack. His guilty plea to a felony for making an interstate threat on Parler resulted in a 14-month sentence. The severity of his actions is unquestionable, but this case ignites a critical inquiry. Does the treatment of comparable incidents differ between political affiliations? This singular case of Troy Smocks brings glaring attention to the disparity in the handling of protests. It raises profound questions about the consistency within our judicial system in addressing offenses related to protests, regardless of the ideological spectrum they emanate from. Examining the stark contrast and repercussions between right-wing and left-wing protests invokes serious concerns. The glaring discrepancies in sentencing between the two wings of the political divide underscore a potential lack of equity in the justice system's approach to protest-related offenses. Media representation adds another layer to this intricate issue. Instances like the Capitol riot receive extensive coverage, often depicted as emblematic of right-wing extremism. However, similar incidents within leftist protests seem to escape similar scrutiny, facing relative silence or leniency from both legal and media domains. This conspicuous dichotomy in media portrayal and subsequent legal outcomes raises pertinent questions about impartiality. It highlights an apparent double standard within both the justice system and media representation. Furthermore, this glaring inconsistency prompts the need for a broader examination of the treatment of protest across the political spectrum. The relative leniency shown towards certain left-wing events when compared to the stringent repercussions following right-wing demonstrations, unravels a complex landscape deserving deeper scrutiny. Understanding these nuanced discrepancies is crucial for fostering a more informed and equitable discourse on the challenges prevalent within our society. It calls for a rigorous and critical examination of how protests are treated within the realms of justice and media representation, advocating for fair and consistent standards irrespective of political affiliations. If I'm elected as Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina, I would be committed to addressing the glaring disparities in the treatment of protests. Troy Smock's case underscores a pressing need for impartiality in our justice system. I pledge to champion fair and consistent standards, ensuring that the First Amendment rights of all citizens are upheld, regardless of their political affiliations. Together, let's strive for a more equitable discourse and a justice system that reflects the principles we hold so dear.